Welcome to the Lovely Important Nonsense Podcast. It's your boy Matt. Oh, gosh, I love doing this part right here. Spellen. And, and this is the important series. We're talking about business, and I'm my guest today. Please,
Hi, well, my name is Felix.
Felix Nunez.
Felix Nunez.
I don't know your own name, man. This guy is like a secret character in a video game. I was looking up information I could, and then come to find out he's actually pretty cool. You know, so please let them know a little bit about your business and what you do. So the reason why we have you here on the business series of Lovely Important.
Great. Okay, so basically, I'm in a mentorship program. Basically, we take people on when we teach them, basically, such as marriages, how to keep marriages together, how to get out of debt. And as soon as they build a business, then we teach them how to invest money and how you make money off the business.
Wow, that's really interesting. And you said you just had an event.
Yes, yesterday. Yesterday we had an event with Inky Johnson, phenomenal guy. Pops to him, great guy.
Awesome. That's so your mentorship program is pretty big then.
Yes, he's been around for a while.
He's been around for a while. What's the name of that program?
The Round Table.
The Round Table.
Okay.
I didn't want to jump in because I didn't know what the name is. So the Round Table is the name of the
Round Table is the name of the company.
Got you. Yeah. No problem. And then and you guys do so I have a few questions then, since you're a mentor. Help my people mentor some of my people because they're full of degenerates, and some of them are. If someone was thinking about investing, right, into a let's just say a business, they just had a business idea. Let's just all right off the back, they had a business idea. How much would you believe they should start off with, no matter what type of business they're thinking about investing into?
It has to be with your budget.
Okay.
But I guess you start with a low cost first. Work your way up, build some business, learn the procedure, but learn how to associate with people. Basically, it's a mindset.
Right.
You have to build the mindset. If you don't build the mindset, then you just might as well just stay where you are.
Right.
In order for you to in order for you to move forward, you have to leave some things behind.
Right.
It's like a boat. In order to move forward, it has to push the water back.
Yeah.
And the same thing in the airplane. In order for it to take off, it has to blow some wind to propel. And you have to move forward. They need to understand that you're going to, there's some people that you're going to have to leave some things behind. Some people won't like you. Your friend going to stop seeing you because you're changing. Right. Some of them, they'll be like, hey, you left us. No, you don't leave anybody. You decided to stay there. I decided to move forward.
Right.
You have to take that step.
Right. So you're saying once you are in this type of field, or once you start being like an entrepreneur, there are people you're going to have to be comfortable leaving behind. Yeah, I definitely have. I've also had to experience that myself, so I know exactly where that comes from. But I asked this question before on another business series, and because I have few people that listen to the show, and they're in rural areas, right? And if you don't have any, let's just say, way of connecting to a network that's close enough for you to get these, mentors or whatever. Say you're in, somewhere in the boonies of Wisconsin or something. How do you start up? Like, how do you put that foot forward and be like, okay, I'm going to start something? What do you suggest them to do?
Well, find a need of where you're at surroundings, and then you develop from there.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
You got to find a need. I think if you find somebody's need, it makes somebody's life simpler. That would be one of the a step forward for you. Going to help you out. Unless you're low in cash, But you have to start. You have to start somewhere. You have to have a job.
Finding a need.
Yeah.
Finding a need. And do you think like I believe I used to be a salesman myself, so I always thought that once you do find that need, I like to get a lot of education on it afterwards. Like almost become, I always say become obsessed with something. I almost become obsessed with it to the point like it makes me sick. Right? So I wonder if how do you feel about that? Do you think the education part of the business is more important than just selling a product, or do you, okay?
You have to have the education
Because there are some guys that's really good at selling,
and
they don't really know what they're talking about. But they can sell.
They learn the product.
Yeah, okay.
That's all they know. But you have to have an education. You have to read the books, the PMI books. You have to. If you, and especially if you find a mentor that it will just gonna make your life so easy. Mm-hmm. So let's say you start your own business, right, and you just doing it by yourself. But if you have somebody, a guy, I say, look, take the short steps. Let me cut you 5 years instead of you doing 10.
Right.
You need to have a mentor. You need to have the education. You know?
So having a mentor, having an education, this guy's in rural somewhere. He needs to find a need, and then once he finds a need, educate himself on that need.
Yes.
And then from there, he could find a mentor?
Well, I'm sure in that field, whoever he's looking for, that, let's say that particular person.
Yeah, once you get educated,
you will find someone there that been doing that longer than you.
Right.
You know, you'll find somebody. I'm sure you have. You know, especially now we have social media. You could just go in there, you know, search somebody, hit them up, you know, in Instagram, and I'm sure somebody will reply to you back.
That's awesome. Well, you guys heard it. You know, find a need, educate yourself, and then you could probably find a mentor once you do that. Yeah, that's how I found mine. That's pretty much how I found mine. I got interested in one thing, and I just said, I'm going to pursue that. And then by educating myself in that, I found someone that was in it, and then so on and so forth. So, yeah, I can get what you're saying. That's very true. So I was also thinking, you was also saying you guys handle debt.
Yes.
And so how do that work? Like you just...
The way it works is we work with your budget. Let's see where you're at, how much you're making, and then, you know, we start cutting things like Netflix, things like that you don't need.
Oh, no.
Things that you don't, you know.
Oh, no.
Things basically you don't need. If you don't need, let's say you don't need all your premium channels.
Right.
You know,
right. Definitely. All right, how hard is the cut? Like you think?
Oh, we start, you know, it's little by little.
Okay.
You know, until you see, and then we allocate that money to your debt. So let's say you spend $30 a day eating out.
Right.
You know, cook your
food in the house.
And then the $30.
So it's like things that we should know. We just got to hear from somebody else sometimes.
Yeah, and it's you see it everywhere.
Right.
You know, I got to have it.
So what was your story? Like, how was you? How did you just get out? Like, what was the strategies you guys used, and just let us know, because I got people who like sit in debt. So we want to know what your strategy was. How do you made it out, and what can we do to like implement your strategy into our day-to-day life?
Okay, so basically what I did, first of all, I got good at, I got reading books.
Okay.
Like, I never haven't touched the books since finished high school. And then when I got into mentorship, I started reading books, and I started to learn, and that got me a raise. Okay. That got me a $30,000 raise.
Nice.
So I put that. So I told them, hey, look, I got a raise. So let's say we started working. Okay, let me see your debt. Okay, so instead of you have fun, go out, go travel, can you hold that back? Can you hold that money back instead? Get out of that, and trust me, it's a different feeling when you have no debt, you got money in the bank.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a different feeling. So the way we do it, just we teach you, look. Yes, it's gonna be annoying because you want to spend money, but hold it back. Take care of your business. And trust me, after when they see the difference within, I wouldn't say everybody's different depending on what they're making. A month, 2 months,
right?
They're like, hey, you were right.
So what type of books were that interest you, that got you out? That helped you out.
Well, we had a book of the month, we call it. So it's Maxwell, Dale Carnegie, Napoleon Hill. It's tremendous amount of speakers.
Napoleon Hill. That's he did the 4-day. Is that the 4-day guy? 4-day work week? No, that's not him. No, that's not the 4-hour work week guy. No. Who's that? Can't remember. Damn, I'm sorry. But I can't remember. I read a lot of those type of books too. Those 4-hour work weeks. Whoever wrote it, I apologize for you ever hear this. Yeah. So which book was like the one that stood out to you the most?
Dale Carnegie, How to Deal with Influence People.
Nice. Okay.
When you learn that, it's gonna put you in another level of talking to people. Like, I got a job, still can work, so I have to deal with a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
And these people are, in the city, they're millionaires, so
Right.
they speak another language.
Right.
You can't go there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You
different
can't.
world.
That's a different world.
Yeah.
So by you reading those books, you help you so much. You put you in a different level. They will not know you come from whatever. They won't know the difference because the mindset that you have, that you're learning,
Nice. So the stable, most important thing about all this is educate yourself.
Yes, and
as
put
much
it
as possible.
Yeah, and put it to work. Don't just educate yourself. Just get pregnant with it, and then
Right.
don't do anything. You can read all you want, but if you don't use it, what's the point?
Exactly. So what type of, besides the mentorship, what else does your the company does besides?
Okay, so besides that, we have we do something we call Operation Holiday Impact. Basically, we as an organization, we put money together and we help the needy.
Right.
For Christmas, every year we do it every year. We shut down Target in Long Island.
Nice.
And we get a list and then we just go shopping.
Oh, that's beautiful.
No, everything you get, depending on what it is you get a family and you just buy whatever they want.
Right.
That's amazing. It's amazing. It's an amazing feeling giving.
Well, yeah, we do something like that here. Also therapy.
Great.
Joe from therapy, he runs like a Friendsgiving and a Toys for Tots. So we do a few donation stuff there too. So I love giving back. It's just
great. Yeah,
you
have this. You have to give back. If you're receiving, you have to give back, and you're always gonna get more.
Right.
And your blessings become more.
Right. That's very true. It's very true. So is there any mentor that stands out to you the most that if you had an opportunity to like sit down and talk to for a while, who would that be?
That would be I have different mentors, but one guy that I haven't seen in a while because his name is Tony, and I haven't seen him in a while because everything is happening. And it's something that I miss the guy.
I feel you. I understand.
They give you a different perspective of on life.
And these mentors, they talk to you. They just tell you how to handle your day-to-day life, or
yes, kind of.
Okay.
Like you have to be in communication. You have to be accountable to someone.
Now, do you think that having a mentor is important? And what if you don't think if you could go into business without a mentor?
You could go business without a mentor, but I think you can make your life so much easier. I mean, in terms of it will give you a different perspective. Instead of let's say look, I found a business and we're going to invest $20,000. Okay, let's talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have do you have another 20,000 for you just in case you lose that 20,000?
Mm-hmm.
When you yourself put yourself in that position, like I'm going to spend the money, but you don't have nobody telling you, hey, you sure you have that money? You sure are you ready for it?
Right.
I mean, you need to you need a mentor in life,
right?
Because he'll give you an aspirin and everything. It's just not like mentors we got. It's not just the business. It's life. Like me and my wife, we've been together 17 years. We got three kids. I got 4 plus 1.
Right.
4. So, I mean, what you see here is not the guy that was there 15 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Back there, I'm gonna be real to you. I was a man. What I say goes in the house.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Don't care.
Right.
We out here. Since I joined this mentorship, man, I became a husband, a father to my kids.
You did say the mentorship also helps you with marriages.
Yes.
So,
yeah.
All right. So some of those practices, what they have you do? Do they like weed out do they check your characteristics and then try to work you?
We have something that is I forgot what it's called, but it's they see your temperament.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a specific group for that, professionals. Like we have for everything we do, we have a professional for it. Budgets, we have a guy who works in budget. We have a guy who works in relationship. His name is Bill Hoffman. He's a tremendous pastor. This guy, he has things here in Elizabeth. He's an amazing guy. Then we have our mentor, and then we have all the mentors day to day life. You can't get into. I mean, you cannot say you did not speak with any. If you don't speak with any of the mentors because you don't want to. We have so many mentors that we could talk to. They're available.
So they check the personality first, your temperament.
Yes.
And they work you from there. So,
and then they start weed out. Hey, you think, hey, you have an attitude? No, I don't.
Right.
Yes, you do. And then he'll make it clear for you. I say, hey, you do have an attitude problem. He's serious. That's serious. This gentleman.
Has there ever been times when they had to be like, okay, listen, you guys should not even be together. This is crazy.
I haven't seen it, but I think I heard that it has happened. It was a toxic.
Like, how hard is that to make that call for somebody else? Like, you're like, hey, I don't think this is gonna work out.
I could imagine.
That sounds crazy.
But if you think about it, if those two persons they realize that we're right. Mm-hmm. This gentleman is right. He's trying to help us out. If it's not going to work out, we might as well just you go your way, I'll go my way.
Right. Wow. So, I always thought that was a tricky type of job to be in, right there, playing with people's relationships.
You have to be very careful. Yeah, that's why.
I'd rather deal with the money. I'd rather deal with money than deal with anything like that. Definitely. Is there anything that you'll like to any message you would like to give anyone that is looking for a mentor who any way they could find you, how would they do so?
One of the things that I could say is that my mentor told me, he said, find someone in your life that has what you want, first thing. Mm-hmm. Do what they do. Ask them. Do what they do. And one day you have what they have. Mm-hmm. Find something that you want to do in life. Could be a speaker. Speaker could be investment. There's people that, some people will cost a lot of money, but you start where you're at. Just start where you're at and then take it from there and find out why. Reason to find out why is because if you don't have that motivation, why you do things, you're just going to do it a month and forget about it. Nah, waste my time. But you have to have a why. It could be my why is my family. Mm-hmm. I am sick and tired of working. Mm-hmm. They're my why. I want to be home with them. Some people they marriage, they don't want to be home with their wife. Me, I love my wife. I want to be home with my wife. That's why I marry her. I love my kids.
Right.
So
how do you let's just say you want to look for that thing that what you want to do in life. Mm-hmm. How do you find it?
Some people get confused with what they want to do. Sometimes they don't know how to try different things. So, let's say I want to be a major in French. Mm-hmm. And they go out there and they learn the language and they're like, oh, I don't like that. Some people go to college and spend money on things that they don't like. And then as the life go on, they will hit a roll and they're gonna find something they're gonna like. They like to do. It's gonna be, I won't say easy, but it's comfortable. Mm-hmm. And that's how you find you find what you want to do. Like me, I like to talk.
Right.
I like to talk. I like to help people. I get them. I like to see people succeed. I'm not greedy about it. I like to see. I got friends that they started way before, not before I did, years before, and they way ahead of me. I'm so happy for that.
Yeah.
Because I say they did it, I'm gonna do it. You're gonna find that because if they do it, I want to do because I'm doing the same thing they do. But you have to find a mentor. You'll find your reason why you're here. Mm-hmm. You're here to, let's say you're here to make a deposit.
Right.
And you have to make it. Otherwise, you're robbing you call that generational thief. You have to leave something behind for someone.
Right.
Even if you don't have a kids, but you have to leave something behind for someone. I think we are here to leave something for someone, so they could benefit from what we did. Mm-hmm. I'm a mechanic. I've been a mechanic for 30 years. Not a motor mechanic. I repair elevator motors, things like that. Mm-hmm. And I am searching for that person so I could teach him.
Right.
I cannot quit my job without teaching this person, download my information so they could benefit the way I did. And when you do find what you want to do in life, you have to think you have to be the best of the best on your time of what you're doing. Like I'm the best mechanic in my time. There's no one else better than me. That's my mindset. You know, that's why I do the things that I do. That's why I am where I am, and it has helped me tremendously. And plus, this mentorship, forget about it. That's a given. That's a plus. You know.
That's awesome. That's amazing. How do they find you?
Well, this is crazy. This is a crazy story. My back then, it used to be different things, different way. You know, everything has evolved to new things. So, my wife's sister, friend of her, came over, and some other girls to do a makeup thing. You know, and when that person came up, that person went to school with my wife.
Right.
So they kicked it off. So the husband came in. The husband, he's a bodybuilder. I won't say bodybuilder. He's a trainer. Okay. Fantastic guy. He trained me. I lost a tremendous amount of weight. He came in. I said, I seen you in the gym, you know, flexing, you know, taking pictures. Stuff. I said, yeah. So then from there, he told me, hey, well, you want to make, you know, the extra $40,000 on top of what you do? I'm like, oh, doing well, a couple nights a week, you know, take it from there. I said, let's sit out, let's meet, and then I'll explain to you. You know, I say, no, nothing, no, I don't have to put any money. I say, no, it's going to be information. And then you make a wise decision, see if you like it or not. So since then I went to, they had these meetings, you know, they explain to you and everything, you know, and that's where you meet multi-millionaire guy. And like, hey, this guy retired in his 20s. I want that life, you know, and it's so humble to see these people. You think, you know, you're going to meet all kinds of people. You know, some of them will be humble, some of them will be, you know, but people are so humble when you meet them, and you learn so much from them. Like, it gave me a different perspective in life. I don't think I would be where I am right now without them. You know, like my personal sponsor, the guy who got me, who showed me the business, he's not even 30. He's retired.
Right.
You know. Okay. Fantastic. After this, I'm gonna go see him.
How do they? Because sometimes you hear about places like this, and then you get caught up in some, let's just say, BS.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And you know how it is.
Yes.
Once you get there, they want you to charge you this, this.
Yes.
They got a book coming out, all types of nonsense. How do you weed out those?
The way we do it is that we interview you. We see your mindset first, you know, because now we don't want to waste your time. We don't want to waste our time. So we interview you. We ask you questions such as, like, you know, where are you in life? Where you think you are in life? You know, where you want to be, what you want to do. And from there, we find out, you know, if they fit, if they go through the whole, it's like a 2 or 3 weeks, you know, thing. And then, and if they go for it, because if you can't put an hour a day or a week for something for your own benefit, and you know, you just don't show up, then what's the point? You know. So that's why we do things different now, and we weed out people.
How do you all benefit from each other?
The way benefits, like, it's like a franchise. I'm gonna teach you the business. When you succeed, we don't make any money unless you make money.
Okay.
We get a percentage.
Okay.
So the more people we teach, we help make money, we get a percentage. You know.
Got it. It's a good deal, I guess. You know, it's like we all making money.
It's a good because, you know, right? Everybody's making money. You know, if it was 0 from 0. No. If you don't make anything, I don't make anything. You know.
All right. So it's not one of those things where, like, the person on the higher up making the most and everybody's trying to trickling off the.
You could be all the way in the bottom of.
I used to work at a company like that.
Forget about it.
I'm not gonna say the name.
That's a pyramid.
Yeah, I used to work for a company, and I used to do salesmen there, and it was like that. It was kind of like the big guy made the money. We all kind of got the. So
here, take this.
Yeah.
Yes, it's like. Every corporation, there's a pyramid, I would say, because remember, you work and you're at the bottom and he makes all the money. Here, you could be all the way at the bottom. If you do more work than anybody else, you get compensated for it.
Okay.
You know, it's not a thing of, you know, no. You did the work, the company will compensate you for it. They know, they track, everything's tracked, you know. So,
That's amazing. That's amazing. How do they find your company so they can if my people want to look you up?
It's not out there for, I'll say kind of private, but if they want to find it, you can hit me up Instagram, and I'm gladly And
your Instagram?
Yeah,
because.
If you send me a private test,
we talked about his Instagram.
Yeah. Oh, you won't find it.
You don't know nothing about nothing.
No. If you send me a private idea, then I'll respond to it.
Can you tell me your Instagram at least?
Yes, it's Phil Nunez.
Nunez. That's it?
Yep.
Okay, there's no letters and nothing in there? Okay. All right, cool. Phil, I want to thank you very much for coming.
Hey, no, thank you for letting me show you.
I learned a lot today, and I wanna tell you I'm very grateful for you for your time and
no, thank you guys for having me,
working with us today, and teaching some of my people on the Lovely Important Nonsense podcast. This was the Important series. I always come through for you guys. We're out.